The new trailer for John Wick Chapter 3 is here, and man, I can't believe it's already coming out this soon. I mean, I'm just so ridiculously excited. We're going to have three of these movies, I think, since what, 2014? Right on schedule. And this looks to deliver. The visual style looks very similar to the style present in Chapter 2. And I thought Chapter 2 looked a little bit different from the original John Wick. Just some of the colors, the cinematography, just slightly different, a little bit more vibrant. And I think this is definitely going to take that route. It looks like they're going to introduce some new things into the action sequences. That scene where the motorcycles surround Wick and they all bring out the swords, and then Wick gets one of the swords and hits the other guy with it. That's pretty exciting. I'm wondering if they're going to introduce some Aikido in those sequences. There's that one scene where Keanu Reeves and Halle Berry push forward, but first we see these two attack dogs go after the bad guys. So that's a unique and interesting twist on showing us John Wick style action. And of course, when I see Keanu on horseback going through the city, I just immediately think of Arnold Schwarzenegger in True Lies. I mean, it's hard not to think back to that if you were around when that film came out. I think the big question here is going to be, is John Wick Chapter 3 going to be more of the same? Or is it going to really take a new approach to where we've had the series going before and where it's headed now? So here's the deal. Oftentimes, when a movie or sequel in particular decides to do more of the same, it pisses off a lot of people. When Taken 2 came out, that movie was literally nothing more than just more of the same. I mean, the only difference I could really see was that the editing and the way they shot some of the action sequences, it was a little bit more kinetic, and some people thought that was okay, and some people complained, hey, you're doing your cuts too fast. Pull the camera back a little bit and show us what's going on. But really, it was just kind of the same movie, an extension of that. I was all right with it in that case. I wasn't a fan of Taken 3, but what's interesting is with John Wick Chapter 2, for the most part, it received a very positive reception, both with critics and fans alike. But there's still a segment of people to this day, based on the movie groups I'm part of and the reviews I read, that are still very much in the John Wick is superior to John Wick Chapter 2, and I don't really like Chapter 2. I think it kind of sucks. So I'm wondering if 3 is going to win that crowd back over, or if they're gonna, if you didn't like Chapter 2, you're gonna certainly hate Chapter 3, because I mean, it really does look like an extension of Chapter 2. I mean, that is what it is, but I'm saying from a creative and filmmaking standpoint, is it going to introduce some of the new ideas, like, some certain spins on the action, like I kind of brought up earlier? So I'm stoked to see what they're going to introduce. And then, have they shown us a lot in the trailers already? That's another thing I'm curious about. I hope that they're preserving certain scenes and not showing us some of the new takes that they might have on the action, that really they're giving us some great things in the trailer, but that they're also holding back on some really good surprises in store for us. This movie picks up the second John Wick Chapter 2 ends, and I like that they're going for that because it ends on such a cliffhanger, and they're not going to take the cheap way out. They're not going to say, yeah, we really left you wondering what's going to happen, but then 3 months later, we're picking up with our sequel. Nope, this gets right on the ground where the last one left off. I mean, I think literally the second Chapter 2 ends, this begins, and I'm really excited about that. What do you think? John Wick Chapter 3, trailer number 2. It's here. It's all over the internet. You can watch it right now. And tell me what you think. Are you excited for this? Do you think it's going to be better than Chapter 2? Do you think it'll be on the level of the first movie? Do you think this will be something entirely different? I mean, hell, it has Keanu Reeves walking up a sand dune in one shot. So I'd say that's pretty different. So tell me what you think, really. I mean, leave a comment, like the video. Tell me what it is you want to see out of John Wick Chapter 3, because I know there's some of you that just say, hey, as long as he uses, physical combat mixed with, weapons training, I don't care. That's all I want to see. And I totally understand. And I know there's some of you out there that go, if this is just a rehash of Chapter 2 with some, new story elements, I don't care because I didn't like that movie. Is that where you're coming from? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit subscribe so you can stay inside the mind of Movie Mania.